Yes, sir. How are
Good.
you?
I am fine. How are you? You have gone to Nasik, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, my camp is on, but
Okay.
I am at Nasik. My husband and my team is looking after the camp.
Okay.
We just
Okay.
repeat it every year, the
Right. Right.
camp. So then I was just going through with your activities. I was very impressed, sir. I've
Thank you.
seen so long, like I remember, I can say, even I know you because my parents stays at Ashok Nagar.
Awesome.
So,
Good.
yeah.
Who is there?
It's in Old Ashok Nagar, CV, Vani, Chaya Vani, Harish Vani.
Okay. Right. I am in
I'm a
GV.
daughter of, yeah, I'm a daughter of them. So I almost from the beginning, I can say I know you from last 20 years observing you. And I was so impressed the work you have taken after the COVID, inspiring us.
Thank you.
So
Thank you. Happy
I'm very
Doctor
much,
Foundation. See, uh, it is very highly motivated doctors we are going to get it inside the Happy Doctor Foundation. Those
okay,
doctors, our aim is what? Doctor should be happy, patient should be happy.
correct,
Only then both of you can be happy. Yeah,
correct.
only doctor happy, earning lot of money, and patients are not happy, not
Dissatisfied.
useful. At the same time, if you are continuously 1 rupee doctor throughout your life, then patient will be happy, but you will not be.
Correct.
So we are trying to get the balance.
Balance. Correct.
Okay. So can you introduce yourself and your work? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So myself is Dr. Rupali. I'm practicing in Borivali from last 25 years, from 1997. I'm audiology speech therapist and a parental coach now.
Okay.
Uh, Basically, my major working right now is in the field of communication disorder, where we are looking after for more of a hearing loss patients, stroke patients, children with a disability, especially with the communication like speech, voice, language, any disability, and
Great.
helping a parent, normal parent, with the child behavior. Because after the COVID and during the COVID, I realized that many people are getting affected because of this COVID thing. People are busy with their work and all. So children were having, because what we got a feedback after the COVID, the children's delay of speech and language, which was the major drawback because of a over screen time. So I took the challenge of a parental coach also after that. So this is how I'm working. I'm attached to Tunga Hospital, Malad, Mira Road, and they have at Bolsa. I'm attached to uh, Buddhi Sagar, which is in Mira Road again, that's the charitable trust. And practicing full time in Borivali between 10 to 7 every day. Sunday also we are
So
open.
every day 10 to 7 you are busy there and other
Yeah,
centers. You are. So
yeah.
what type of patients, clients you
Uh,
are getting?
Basically, old age senior citizens who are having a hearing loss and all. I'm not more with the children with the hearing loss because currently from last 1 year I am on and off in Nashik because my children are studying here. So they are in their final 12. So this is a peak time for their career. So I have taken a sort of like shifting of my work. So I'm online available throughout for speech therapy and clinical my work and all. Because even 10 to 7 throughout I am online for my clinics also. From here to Borivali, I manage. So
Right,
just
right.
look forward. I have two audiologists who are working with me. So we do a home visit for a patient. Like
So,
we go to their home, we do audiometry testing, hearing checkup. We prescribe them a hearing aid. We have a repairing also. So even anybody is having a old hearing aid, we have a lab. We do a repair and all. Children with especially misarticulation, stammering, hyperactivity, language development delay, we are handling these children also. And the stroke patient. Stroke patient is with the memory loss, aphasia cases, and mainly if they have a swallowing, the swallowing part only I take it because my juniors they are not doing it. So
okay.
whenever I'm in Bombay and if I have a swallowing patient disorder, then I visit them or they come to my clinic. It's like
And now this particular camp, can you tell us about the camp? the dates and what kind of patients can take benefit of the camp?
Yeah, generally, like the day I have started my practice, because I, my brother, he is a hearing impaired, so I have seen the struggle of children since childhood, like, the people who are having a hearing loss. So the day I started, I have decided that certain part of my work it is to society. So every month, in month of February, every year, I
Okay.
conduct a whole month free camp
Right.
where I don't charge the patient anything since last 25 years. And we do audiometry testing. We try to give them a hearing aid trial and all free of cost. All the hearing aids are also whichever are they are requiring. We try to give them at a charitable rate, so almost less than 20-30% less. Like we don't earn much in that during the
Yes.
camp. And speech therapy consultation is free. Along with that, many times now, because it's from so many years, the people do attach with us. Like there are the people who are my patients who help during the camp, they do a free eye checkup, or they give a concessional rate spectacles,
Okay.
or
Good.
he
Right.
tries to help in a lab testing and all. So this way we are just grouping everything.
And
Yeah,
this camp is conducted at your Borivali West Center.
yeah. Except my
Right?
Borivali only. We generally what we do is we take a prior registration. So there should not be revoke, and we try to give everybody a particular timing. So they can come, they can rest. So during the day we decide number of patients, and because it's throughout the month, so they get the time as per their requirement on the
Right.
day. And so we just don't want it to do in a rush way, how generally happens in the camp. Many people are waiting, standing, and
Right.
all my so we avoid that part.
Very inspiring activity you are doing. And full
So the
February
require,
month you are dedicating. So that is, hats off to
yeah,
you. Great.
because throughout the year we can't do so because we have a responsibility, but at least so it's
Yes.
fixed. Like now I have a patient who keeps on waiting for this camp, who knows that we do it. So every
Yeah.
patient comes back. And it happens that my old patient, like I was so happy to see the patient comes from 2012, 2011, because we know कि okay, यहाँ पे तो February में होगा ही होगा. So
Right.
they just blindly walk in. And that gives a good pleasure, like actually, the satisfaction.
Good. And your practice after that, मतलब your routine practice, private practice, what kind of challenges you were facing before and now in
Uh,
getting patients, how
mm,
patients you are acquiring, in that,
correct.
what kind of challenges you face?
Mm, First thing, I'll say challenge-wise is what my profession basically faces is because the patient is someone else and the payable person is someone else. Like for example, it's not that the patient has to come for a one time or two times. Once the patient comes to us, we are a lifetime our connector.
Yes.
So and what happens generally the problem, the hearing loss, which the patient are facing, that comes at the old age. So already they are retired or they are
Dependent on
on,
others. They are
yeah,
all
or on
dependent
a
on others.
pension or something like that, but they need that thing. And they avoid because they are dependent with their children and all. So the young people, like the children, they don't understand the need of the hearing aid so much because it comes on a least priority for them.
How
When
do
it
you
comes,
overcome this?
sorry,
How do you overcome this challenge?
uh, initially, we used to just call the patient. Now we have started calling relatives, like anyone from the family member. Rather than having just a solution, we first make them aware that see, if the person will not wear a hearing aid, what are the difference in the life of your family will come. It's not only the person, but the whole family. Because then he'll put the volume very high, then other people will get irritated, then you will be not able to communicate with them properly. You will ask something, he'll answer something, then the whole havoc starts coming in the house. And the happiness of the family just gets in the other way around. So then they really relate that thing and they experience everything happening what with us. and then they try to give the solution. But again, what
This is
we
this is called as KDM factor.
sorry,
KDM.
ADM.
K for kangaroo.
Okay, KDM.
KDM. Key decision maker.
Okay,
KDM
yeah,
stands for key decision maker.
filmmakers. Correct, correct,
So
correct.
your patient is convinced that he needs his, but key decision maker is different.
Correct.
Okay. So what I will do, I will tell you solution for this ADM factor. Any
Okay.
other major challenge you are facing, because then once I start talking, then you will listen. Okay, that's why. So first I want
Correct,
to listen to what other challenges you are facing.
correct, correct. Other thing is because it's not as a part of my practice science, but um, what happens because of this Google, everywhere the person becomes like a Google doctor. And actually, it becomes very difficult to sometimes convince the patient that what the others are saying is. Like, for example, I don't know about the medicine, but somebody will say, okay, I was very happy with the ibuprofen, but I'm not happy with the protein. So he will recommend the other person, okay, you are not supposed to use protein because I was not happy with the protein. But that doesn't happen with the hearing aid, like, that way. Every individual hearing loss is different. Every individual requirement is different. But when they hear all this gossip, they come back and they take the charge. No, we want this only. And it becomes very difficult to make them convince that no, you need this. But they try to think that there is some commercial
Yes,
benefit of us.
yes,
That's why we are telling them. But actually, it's not like that. But it's, it's how the world is going right now.
yes,
And especially the Google has made the the jazzy advertisement and
yes.
high usage of discounts and all that thing. So that discount also makes them realize, okay, why you are not giving? That means you are getting this much, but you are earning so much. But it's not the actual picture what they show and actual life what we work.
Hmm.
So, but we don't find the solution yet. We are waiting for the solution.
Right, right. Any other thing you want to highlight?
Advertisement part, because we are doing it right now, yes, but we do have people.
Hmm.
Previously, I was the only one when I started my hearing center. By God grace, that was a period in 97. I was the only one right from Vapi to Goregaon. So I was having a huge area. Now the thing is happening that there are n number of people around my clinic itself within a 1 kilometer. So there is sometimes doesn't happen as a healthy competition. That
Yes,
is it,
yes.
because we are
Competition.
senior, they respect us, but the newcomer, whoever has come, they play with the margin, bargaining sort of it,
Bargaining,
guiding in the
bargaining
wrong way.
sessions.
So that becomes very discomfort because at certain age you don't do certain activities.
Hmm.
It's not about I can say like we have an ego or something, but that is against our ethics. What we don't do it. But
Right,
these
right.
people they don't do that, and it's again turn making because nowadays people see that okay, here is a less money, so we should go there, but they don't understand that the experience also counts.
I will tell you now the solution for all these three things. Okay.
Oh wow, okay, wow.
Now, see, first thing is your key decision maker problem. Okay. So, whenever there is a patient coming and sitting in front of you, you examine the patient, take history, take your charges. If you are collecting charges before, that is well and good. Take your charges. Now, patient will ask how much is the cost of the hearing aid. Now you have to ask second question, very important question, whether relatives are there with the patient or whether patient has come alone. You have to ask this number two question. That question, who takes decision about deciding upon spending money on your treatment in your family?
Very
Now, various scenarios. Number one, patient has come alone, nobody else. Then patient will say, I only take, then no problem, you go ahead with your pricing. Second scenario, patient says, relative has not come, my son who comes late in the evening, he decides. Or there is a relative, but he is not a key decision maker.
Correct.
In both these number 2 and number 3 scenario, then the patient, this consultation is over. You bring those key decision maker along with you in next consultation. Next
Okay.
consultation will be free for you because you have already paid and we are just going to discuss the price.
Correct.
No discussion on how much it costs, whether it is costing 1 rupee or 10,000 or 1 lakh. No discussion at all. You bring
Okay.
that person in front of you. Only then pricing will be discussed.
Okay.
Be firm on that. See, as it is, you have received your consultation. You are not at loss.
Correct.
Now, if the patient really wants to put a hearing aid, he will tell son, he will tell father कि
Correct.
आपको टाइम है डैड कभी बताओ हम लोग दोनों साथ में जाएंगे.
Correct.
ओवर माथा पच्ची कुछ करने का ही नहीं है बिकॉज कुछ फायदा नहीं है.
Correct.
वो लोग वहीं पे भावताल करेंगे और बाद में सन आके और कम करेंगे.
Correct.
Your consultation is over at that.
Correct.
Now, second and third problem of Google patient and pricing. जहाँ पे सस्ता है वहाँ पे लोग जाते हैं. For that, you should attend our workshop every Saturday. It
Okay.
is happening at 9:30 p.m.
Okay.
In that, you will come to know how you can put your price and how you can brand yourself. They are pricing with you. See, nobody goes to cafe coffee tea and asks why 150 rupees for coffee. Nobody asks.
Correct. Nobody does.
So like that, you must brand your practice, brand your name, so that people will never argue about the price. And there are 3 simple secrets that we discuss in our Saturday webinar at 9:30. If you want, I will
Okay.
send you the link on WhatsApp. And today 9:30 you can attend.
Definitely.
You will get full right picture in that.
Okay.
And another suggestion I want to give you: what is the name of your clinic or whatever setup the patient comes to Dr. Rupali or patient comes where? Where does patient?
Vani. The clinic
Vani,
name is what?
Vani
Vani
Clinic.
Audita.
Vani Clinic.
Correct.
So Vani Clinic is your brand.
Correct.
Then if along with the brand, you have to have your unique, that is called as your freedom branding strategy. Okay. The freedom branding unique specialty. There are so many people giving hearing aid,
Correct.
and that's why a patient is comparing with others.
Correct.
You should be unique, uncomparable. I will give you example. In my setup, since last, I think 18 to 20 years, nobody comes to see Dr. Anil. They come to see scientific. They come to ICMS.
Correct.
So many times the patient after consultation asks me, who is Dr. Anil? Okay. Like that.
Correct.
So that's how you have to make the brand. And brand is like your child. वो छोटा रहता है, फिर बड़ा होता है, बड़ा होता है. A stage comes in your life, then you will be known as mother of that your son or daughter. अरे ये इसकी माँ है. They don't know you as Dr. Rupali. They know it you as mother of this.
Correct.
Exactly. Like my mother, she told me that now I am known as वो डॉक्टर की माँ है. सब्जी लेने जाती हूँ ना तो सब्जी वाला भी बोलता है हाँ आप डॉक्टर की माँ है.
बराबर.
वैसे होना चाहिए. फिर कोई भी निगोशिएट करेगा ही नहीं. आप कॉफी डे हो जाएगी. डायरेक्ट स्वाइप मशीन सामने रखने का.
Correct.
So you will understand it in the every Saturday we are having this particular session. I will
Okay.
send you the link.
Sure, sir.
Okay. Meanwhile, about your camp, I will put it in the Facebook also,
Yeah.
so that maximum number of clients, patients
Can
can
come.
take advantage of this particular camp.
Yeah.
You can share the photograph. I think you have
Yeah.
sent me one, so you can send me, different types also. So I can
Yeah.
put it in social media,
Sure, sir.
and
Sure.
they will call you and do it.
Definitely, sir. Definitely.
Right?
Thank you for your support. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, and
And
thank you
sorry to
for.
take your afternoon time. I was very sorry because the electricity was the issue morning.
No problem. I should thank you that you are, even though you are out of Mumbai, you are taking your time
No,
and
no, no.
contact.
I wanted to be in touch with you from so long. I thought so many times I used to see your thing. I'm there in the group. So I thought once I have to catch sir. I want to ask him how, from so many years I'm seeing you and it's like, unstoppable. Every time there is something new coming with you.
Don't miss today 9:30. I will send you the link.
Definitely, I'll be there.
Yes.
I'll be there. Yeah.
Okay. Bye. Take care.
So
Thank
bye.
you.